Hello, am I on? Let's see. Good morning, everyone. As I come on air this morning, I would like to thank Chuku Okeke Abiyama for his grace, his loving kindness, and his tender mercy towards his children. I would like to thank him for all what he has been doing from the onset of the clarion call till now. Psalms 119. I give all honor and praise to him. I just want him to go, Okeke Abiyama, please direct what I'm about to say as my topic imply, guide, and let it go to the listening ear or ears so that each one will show and teach one what you want from each of us for the renewal of his people worldwide, therefore a whole. So I basically want to say the most vital thing for interpreting what the prophet Ezekiel talked about his the renewal since that time of a people. Why is that? The renewal of his people. So Yah has chosen a set of people. We know who are the chosen. He knows who he chose. He chose Israel for his people. A chosen generation and a royal priesthood to serve him. Now listen to what Ezekiel says. Over and over, his oracles promise that Yahweh will make his people Israel a new creation. What do we mean by a new creation? He's going to set his laws, his precepts, his commandments, right? And everything that he wants in a nation. All the statutes, all the precepts, all the decrees, all the ordinance, all his words. As what I read last night in Psalms 119, the Aleph, emphasizing the importance the Most High's teaching in guiding us in our life so that we can become the new creation and we can be an example to the world. Are we ready for that? Or are we power struggle? Are we fighting among each other? And are we following gossips all over and miss the ball and miss the promise that our great creator promised for us? Now, let me continue as I'm reading. He will forgive them. How Yahweh is going to forgive us if we don't cry out to him. And I can't find one of these YouTube channel or people on these channels crying out to Yahweh. When we see what we have gone through as a nation, worldwide, being oppressed by the Psalms 83 nation, and yet we are pining off after everything that they have and seeking their recognition. We don't. This is what the good book says. All those nations hate Israel. All those nations hate Israel. Go and read it for yourself. I have passed that in the clarion call already, but I'm going to go back to it so that you know all the people around you that hate you. And the only thing that you have, the only hope that you have is to cry out to Yahweh and start implementing his laws and commandments. All the things he asks of us as a great creator. Look at how long Ezekiel has been preaching this. Look at how long Jeremiah. Look at how long David. Look at how long we keep on going back and forth into oppression. 400 years into captivity among the same nations that held us in captivity. Because Yahweh wants what? He wants what? To renew his people. But our ears are so hardened. If only we would listen. So when you cry out to him, his mercies endure it forever. But how long will he thrive with men? How long will he thrive with Israel? And you know what? I can answer that. Because his mercies is so great, I can't answer that. So, in Ezekiel chapter 43, verse 9, and I'm going also in Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 63, where he talk about deliverance and cleanse them from all their impurities. So in order for you to be renewed, you have to be clean from all impurities. And believe you me, we all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High. We acknowledge that. That's why we have to pray Psalm 51. Create in us a clean heart that we will not sin against you and all these impurities. Give them a new heart and a new spirit. Pour his spirit upon them and cause them to walk in his ways. We need to walk in the way of Yahweh, in the way of what he asks us. So when the other nations look at us, you understand? They will see examples that we are crying out to our Creator that is renewing a right spirit with us. So everything that you ask of him, you understand? He said, if a people who are called by my name will seek my face. He didn't say seek money. He didn't say seek this. He didn't say seek his face and turn from our wicked ways. He promised to heal our land. The land that he wants to, all the countries that he wants to gather us from. Because Yahweh has scattered us, drove us into other countries, into other places. And yes, the nations that we live among has dealt with us. And yet we cannot see. It's time to take the cover off your eye. It's really past time. But these will be purged and will not enter the land. Those who rebel. And rebellion doesn't mean that they were going to come outright to say, I don't want to purge or to cleanse. It's the happening around us tell us how we rebel against the Most High. But what he's going to do? But these will be purged. They will be purged and will not enter the land, the promised land. It cannot be without great import for understanding that in Ezekiel, the future obedience in the land flowing from forgiven, cleansed, and renewed heart is simple. A promise, not a command. It's a promise. And Yahweh never break his promise. He said before that happened, heaven and earth will pass away. Are we ready for that promise? Are we ready to keep what he asked of us so that promise can be upon us? Not with what is going on here in the nation. When we cry out to him, this is what he says. The house of Israel will no more be defiled. You will no more defile his holy name. You cannot put him on the shelf and call on him when you need. Or by the way, he must be first in everything that we do. Everything. His holy name will no more be profaned when he cleanses us. His name will no more be profaned with your gifts and your idols. Some of you might say, well, I didn't build a golden calf, and I didn't do this and I do that. If you don't put him first, you have an idol in front of him. The mere fact that you refuse to obey his laws, his commandments, grieve the Most High's heart for people he has chosen. Great glory. Right? And they will no more defile with their idols, with their abominations. Indeed, Yahweh pledged that he will no longer let his holy name be profaned at all. It is scarcely imaginable that Ezekiel could be understood as other than a reiteration of this promise that Yahweh made. It's time. It's time we put Yahweh first in everything that we do. The clarion call has been going out. I promised that I wouldn't talk about it. But the clarion call has been going out for prayer for Biafra. Every one of you think it's a joke. The Most High said, wait until this reading of the prayer, of the Psalms, the poetry, the songs, and the Psalms is finished, is complete. Before it's even complete, you see what is happening already. Confusion upon confusion. And how do you deal with it? Shift the focus from Yahweh to others, to idolatry, adultery, fornication, gossiping. We shift the focus. Hunger, devastation, and destruction is in the land all around us. We shift the focus. The leaders that have paved the way, just like how you see Ezekiel had said these things and he reiterated these things, they play their part. What about the part that you have to play for yourself? We lean not on our own understanding, but in all our ways, as I was saying earlier, acknowledge him, acknowledge Yahweh, and he will direct the path. Most High is not interested in your politics. The Most High is not renewing a nation that looks like the 83 nations. He wants a renewed people, one to establish his kingdom of righteousness that is on the earth, that was on the earth before it's being destroyed because of our disobedience. What do you think? Seek Yahweh's first. Don't let this miss you. And all other things will be added unto you. When you go through the Psalms, you acquire the knowledge, which is what I'm trying to do. And I have been doing it for myself and imparting it to you so that you yourself can have that. Because it's in the Psalms, it says, purge me with hyssop, that I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Create in me a clean heart. Renew a right spirit. So when your spirit is renewed within the Most High, what happened? You can speak wisdom, knowledge, and divine intuition. Each one of the Psalms, when you can find out, when you read, when you go through them, not only that you have to be clean, because there's a promise, and there's things that you got to do for yourself in order to hear from him, or else in those same Psalms, he tell you for yourself that I tell us that we will see what he can do. He promised to take care of our enemies. He promised to deal with them. We can't do it. He put them up amongst us to know that for us to know that we must cry out to him. We can't join forces with the enemy and try to fight battle on our own. Now, each of the verses in the Psalms reinforce the notion that engaging with the scriptures open up pathway to profound understanding and spiritual clarity. When you have spiritual clarity, it's when you acquire knowledge. That's when the divine will speak to you to show you how to act, to show you what he wants from us, to endure his promises upon us. And we proclaim, we manifest what? Deuteronomy chapter 28, 1 through 14. Go and read it. So, my dear, when we seek the Most High, when we abide by what he says, when we be in obedience to his laws and his commandments, The Most High will direct our path. The Most High will direct our path. Giving all praise and glory and honor to the Most High.